Hello everybody, this is Johnny S with another R6 vlog. In today's vlog, trying to get comfortable, we're going to discuss something which we're going to talk about stress. We're going to talk about stress, or work how to avoid stress, how stress can affect you without you realizing it. It's a common topic, it's a common subject, but it's something that, you know, I came face to face lately, so I thought to, you know, discuss it. I'm trying a different angle. We're sitting in front of our beautiful R6. It is very, very, very fucking cold, man. Oh, but we didn't want to go out for a ride, so I went out for a ride, took a couple of pictures of the bike, and now we're going to do a short vlog. So I'm going to get straight into the topic. I'm presuming possibly maximum 10 minutes. It's going to be a short vlog. Don't want to bore you, don't want to dizzy you. Just want to give you a little bit of an advice when it comes to the stressing thing. Try to do and perform specific actions which help you to get your mind off things, like a hobby, like and that's the only advice that I have, you know. Like I said, I'm not good. It's just, it happened to me lately, and I noticed something which was in conjunction with something else, you know what I mean? So there was a lot of work, there's a lot of projects running at work and everything, not getting into details and everything, and I had that stress at the back of my mind, because usually I'm not a person that shows the stress. I'm more like, you know, cool, chilled out. Also because I had long time ago worked in the catering industry. That was something that they taught us, that, you know, no matter how much work there is, your movements, your actions need to be relaxed and stuff. So that kind of rubbed into me. Anyway, so we don't go too much off topic. So many times I don't show it, to the point that I don't even notice it, you know what I mean, or my partner doesn't notice it. But I did have trouble sleeping. I was waking up in the middle of the night, sometimes because of dreams, sometimes because I did not know why. Restless, even though physically, mentally I was tired. I was not able, you know, I was twisting and turning, and it became evident. I thought to myself, you know, why are you stressing about this now, and why like this, and why like that, and you know, you're not new to pressure. Let's say you've worked many years or many jobs, but sometimes you can't consider yourself to be above and beyond everything, you know what I mean? Sometimes you have to understand that you might be on how can I say it? You might be more susceptible. There's periods of time in your life that you're a little bit more susceptible because of something else that might not be related to work, and it will affect your work also, or it might not be related to your house, but it will affect your house also, like, you know what I mean? So the thing that became evident to me, and this is why I say to everybody, you know what I mean, try to find a hobby, try to find something that you can you know, get your mind off things and stuff. What happened is, as I was going through this process, I had my bike. I was not taking my bike, I was taking my woman's bike, because I was taking some fairings to repaint them, to redo, you know, the things that I wanted to redo. Hence why there's been some days that I haven't taken any vlogs and everything. But that also meant that I couldn't take the bike on a ride. And usually when I'm stressed at work, when I'm stressed on something, my getaway, my psychotherapy is my bike. Not my wife's bike, my bike. There's a reason. If you talk with other bikers as well, they will tell you it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing to take your bike, or to take a friend's bike, or your wife's, or whatever bike. Your bike. There's a different familiarity, there's a different relaxing component. So I couldn't take my bike, which has happened before, don't get me wrong, but in conjunction with the work and everything, I couldn't vent that out. And I'm thinking, I'm not sure, but like I said, I'm thinking and I'm guessing that possibly that might be it. Possibly that might be the reason why it affected me as much as it affected me. So the only advice and suggestion to everybody is, whenever you're facing difficulties in life, whether it's work, whether it's a lot of workload is happening, whatever, try to see whether your hobby or whether the things that you do to relax, whether it's a game, whether it's going out on a walk or something, are you neglecting those also? Or in my case, was I not able to go for a ride because you were also fixing something on your bike? I mean, if there's a conjunction of things, you might not realize it because you're just in the daily routine, but then you get restless at night, you wake up, you can't sleep, and you're wondering what the fuck is going on. I mean, I've been through worse. Why is this affecting me like this, like this, like that? Yeah, it's because it's a combination of things. So I was not able to go on a ride. Simultaneously, it was a lot of work, simultaneously, a lot of stress like that, and even though I did not show it, it was affecting me. Hence why there was a couple of days I didn't do any vlogs either, you know what I mean? Today, it was the first day, and this is why I wanted to also do the vlog. After quite possibly a week, that I finally got some proper sleep, which is important. If you can't get your sleep, you might be considered, invincible and indestructible and hardcore, and my hardcore my ass. You know what I mean? If you can't get your beauty sleep, if you can't rest your body, your mind, you're going to see it's going to affect everything. It's going to affect your judgment, your mood, how you're going to respond to others, how you're going to face some difficulties at work, not at work, wherever. You become more edgy, you know what I mean? So sleep is number one for me. When it comes to stress, the number one cure is sleep. And if you're stressed and your stress is getting in the way of your sleep, then you got an issue. Then you got to find out some other way. Go to the gym, hit a punching bag, vent out. You got to get that energy out. You got to get that piled up thing, some like possibly physical activity. And it doesn't have to be physical. I'm just saying, I mean, like somebody might be very likes to draw, you know what I mean? Go out, look at the fucking mountain and draw it. Do whatever it is that you like to do, which will get your mind outside of things. Yesterday, at night time, I painted my bike. I finished everything that I had. It was a hectic process on the bike because I've done another video as well that I'm showcasing what I've done on the bike, so I don't want to get into a lot of detail, but there was a lot of issues besides the fall and the paint. To give an example, on the bottom side of the fairing there is a heat protection, heat shield, to protect from the catalytic converter so that the plastic doesn't melt. Because of age, all that had worn out, and a particular point on the plastic actually had touched the catalytic converter and had melted, to the point that it almost melted my fairings. So I had to take the fairings out. I had to scrape them, get all the grease, because at the bottom inside there's a lot of grease and shit. Clean it up, rub it, let it, do it with alcohol, go buy the heat protective, the fiberglass shield, stick it, cut it, do all the things. And since I was doing that, I wanted to also buff it up, paint it. On one side I painted myself, on the other side I wet cut and buffed the whole thing. Got quite a few scratches out, so my bike was naked, you know what I mean? It literally had its flashes hanging out, so you can't drive it around like that. And since I was doing that, I went to the process of doing some other things. The back things for the co-driver, I also painted it. My exhaust, it was half black, half gray. I painted it all black. So there's a lot of things that I did on the bike, which is now at a good place. I really like it. It's so cold that the smoke is going out. Fucking love of God. Temperature in Greece in Athens is going down a lot. We say in Greece we have bitten it. It means our thingy from the cold. So yeah, that's just like an update. I just went through that phase, and it was just a conjunction phase. It so happened randomly that I did not realize it, that I decided about a week ago to start taking shit away from my bike, strip it down to fix it. I thought, you don't have the money to take it to a professional guy, and even a spray can, $13 here, $13, you pile them all up, it ends up being, but because I did have 2 spare cans that I had already bought, I thought, what are you going to do? Throw them out? Use them, don't go buy more shit. Okay, use them and try to paint, buff, sand down, do whatever the fuck you can at least, so that you're not seeing it. I know that it was not visible to others, but it pissed me off because my eye was going onto it as well, you know what I mean? So I decided to do that, and simultaneously as I did that, we had a lot of work at work, you know what I mean? Those two, in conjunction, kind of subconsciously stressed me out, you know what I mean? I was not able to sleep. And if you're not able to sleep, you can't focus. If you can't focus, you can't think straight. If you can't think straight, you're not in the mood to do work. You just don't fucking feel, you're fucked, you know what I mean? You're not yourself, simply put. So, even though I'm 44 years old and all these things are simple things, you know, you keep on learning things, you keep on, and hence why I'm making the vlog. I want to suggest to everybody that, you know, you gotta keep your mind out on stress, you know what I mean? It can really creep up on you. And because you're old or because you're experienced or because of that, it's not excuse, you know what I mean? It can get anybody. And you might be surprised because you might say that, no, I'm not new to this, you know what I mean? Why is it? Yeah, it can happen to everybody. So, yeah, that's my piece of advice. I just wanted to share this with you. I did have a lot of sort of subconscious things that were in my mind continuously. They're running around. I had the bike thing. With that, the bike thing also gave me a little bit of stress also, you know what I mean? Because I wanted to do it right. I'm not a professional. Is the paint going to come out good? Is it not going to come out good? I was looking around. Am I going to find the fiberglass? Am I not going to find the fiberglass? How is it going to be expensive? So that thing was stressing me out with the other thing, not able to go on all together. And the result was, even though outside I was like, okay, no, chill out, cool, yeah, I don't give a fuck, I was not able to sleep. Went to bed 11:30, 1 o'clock, open eyes, for no reason. Walked around the house, drank a little bit of water, you know, slept again. 3 o'clock, but that's it. For a week, this is what's been happening. I mean, that fucking stressed me the fuck out. Today was the first day that I just, you know, I had a day off at work. I fixed a lot of things yesterday. And I was able today to get 9 hours of sleep. 9 consecutive good hours of sleep. And because yesterday I finished everything, I put everything together. I took the bike out for a night ride, just by myself, no vlog, no anything, just took it out. Straight away became evident to me, you know what I mean? As soon as I fixed that bike, as soon as I put all the plastics on, everything, I liked the result. It was good, you know what I mean? And I went for the ride, like, I started from the house and like, you know, through the streets, and 5 minutes into the ride where I go to like the highway, I realized that, hey, dude, it not relaxed, you know, you're tensed on the bike, but I kind of felt like, fuck yeah, maybe it's this. Anyway, I didn't give a lot of attention to it. I kept on driving around, enjoyed it. I stood down. I went at night time under a pole. I was looking at the bike. I took a couple of pictures. It looks good. There's no more scratches. Yeah. So I was happy. You know what I mean? I was happy. I was glad that whole stress thing went away from me. In conjunction that I kind of took care of a couple of things at work, and the result shows. Which I did not do it for that. You know what I mean? I did it because I was trying to manage all the issues. And today I woke up. Look at the clock, 9 o'clock. I tell my wife, did you hear me snore or anything? No, she goes, you're just sleeping like a baby. So in order for you to sleep like a baby, you gotta take care of shit. And if you do have something that you depend on, like a bike, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind that it will affect your psychology. You know, realize it. Maybe knock on wood, you had a fall, maybe something went wrong, or you know, you're servicing your bike, you're taking it to the mechanic. Keep in your mind that whenever you don't have your bike, if you're in love with your bike and you're a biker and you know what I'm talking about, know that when you don't have it, you might have it on the mechanic, something that it's a vulnerable period for you. Keep that in mind. It might escape you. And if other things happen during that vulnerable period, hey, you will get the fuck stressed out. Anyway, that's all I wanted to mention, guys. Just want to share that experience with me. We got good news. I'm feeling much better. And we're back to our old good self, baby. Yeah. I'd like to thank everybody for your time. It's getting cold. I'm freezing cold. I should have turned the bike around and stand close to the exhaust. Probably hit me up. Anyway, I'd like to thank everyone for your time, and I will bid you goodbye. Have fun. Good luck. Bye-bye.